Good morning, Biafrans, fellow Biafrans, and wonderful Biafrans, and wonderful people. Good morning from here. Thank you for joining me. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Where are you watching me from? Good morning, brother. Welcome this morning. Like and share, like and share. I appreciate your presence. Like, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done that. Yeah, this morning is a special day. Thank you for joining me. Good morning from here. Wow. Success. You are the first person to join me this morning. I appreciate your presence. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Mwachineke. Are you watching from homeland or UK? Where are you watching me from? Thank you for joining me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you come in, please like and share. If you have not subscribed, try as much to subscribe. Try to subscribe. Where are you watching us from? Today is yet another Monday. Today in Biafran territory. Today is sit at home. DavidNnannah BTV's day. Wow, welcome, welcome. All the way from Ghana. Welcome, my brother. Thank you for being here. Today is our Leaders' Day, DavidNnannah BTV Day, a day set aside to always sit at home, civil disobedience for continued detention of our leader, DavidNnannah BTV. So today all over Biafra land, Biafrans are sitting at home in solidarity with our leader, DavidNnannah BTV. Please like and share so that people can join us. People can join us for this broadcast this morning, depending on where you are watching from. Here is morning from Mozambique. Mozambique. We are still in the morning in Mozambique, so it's morning from here. Yeah, wonderful people, wonderful people. Welcome, welcome. Join us, join us, join us. Yes, so our leader will be going to court tomorrow. OGECHUKWU will take glory. OGECHUKWU will always do wonders for the Biafran people. DavidNnannah BTV's continued detention is a continued destruction of Nigeria. Our PM's continued detention is a destruction for the European Union. All the Scandinavian countries that make up Europe, that our Prime Minister is being held, their economy will be going down because they are holding a disciple of the prophet of OGECHUKWU himself. So Nigerians who think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention is going to stop Biafra, I think Nigerian government now understand that we are determined people for our freedom. Thank you for joining, please. Wow, Free Energy Tech. Comrade, thank you for joining me. You are welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So our leader's detention is destroying the zoo, is destroying the fabrics that is holding Nigeria together. Please, while you come in, like, share, or dislike as well. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. We will continue to do the needful. We will continue to educate our people. We'll continue to create awareness. Let our people know what they need to know. All over Biafran territory today, Biafrans are voluntarily sitting at home. Sitting at home in respect, in solidarity to the man of the moment, the man who has destroyed Nigeria with truth. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I am going to destroy Nigeria with truth, he said, I'm going to destroy Nigeria. They thought, oh, he's going to come with jet fighters. He's going to come with bomb. They don't know, say, okay, my here carry obi. They underestimated what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can do. In fact, they underestimated who sent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for this journey. The Nigerian government, the British, they underestimated who sent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for this journey. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, calling out Britain to refrain from supporting Nigeria, calling out Britain to call for negotiations so that Biafrans can determine their fate, they called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a madman. They said he doesn't know what he's saying. They thought he doesn't mean what he was saying. And they thought that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would be like Uwazurike, would just fizzle out all of a second, you know. They even thought that, oh, as he is speaking, he is a hungry man. That when they call upon him to say, we want to give you contract, then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will just forget about the freedom of its people and embrace contract because he needs money. They thought that when they promised him political position, oh, I want to make you the vice president of Nigeria or even the president, they thought that, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was going to give him. They thought that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was like them because, you know, the fabrics of Nigeria have eaten deep into the sensibility of Nigerians. So Nigeria is all about corruption. Nigeria is all about crime. All criminal activities, you can only get it in Nigeria. So when they see a young man speaking from his heart, when they see a young man, you know, crying and calling for, you know, things to be done in a proper way, they thought it is an avenue for them to, corner him, give him position, give him money, and that young man will keep quiet. They underestimated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that aspect. So when our leader was with the microphone speaking, oh, they thought that is one of them. Don't mind him. Don't mind. That was why they called him. They called IPOB the miscreant. You know the meaning of miscreant. They call them miscreant. People who don't know what they are doing. People who are low life. People who are not serious. People who are not focused. People who are not, cannot be trusted. That was the name they were using on IPOB, that our leader was in charge. And of course, a lot of them were like what they were described. But our leader was exceptional from that description. And a lot of people who were following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were also exceptional. They were not about those who want to make money out of the agitation or who want to make money out of the sweat of their people. So Nigerian government underestimated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they started taking him serious in 2015 when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them that, oh, I'm coming back to my land, Biafra land. They threatened him, you are just ranting in UK, you are just making noise, you cannot step your foot in Nigeria. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, okay, for you to know that I am not making mouth and I am serious about what I'm doing and what I'm saying. Whenever I want to come down to that contraption, I am going to let you know. And eventually, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prepared to visit Nigeria for United Kingdom, he made people in the homeland to understand that he is coming home. And Nigerian government were shivering. Nigerian government were actually shivering. They were afraid, sir. This man that say he is going to come back and he's going to inform us that he's coming back. And he's now want to come back and he's telling us, hey, what are we going to do? So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left UK, landed in Murtala Mohammed Airport, and went to his hotel where he was lodged. And in the night, the DSS came and whisked him away. And they arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the beginning of the calamity that befell Nigeria. And that was also the beginning of the idolization of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the beginning of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu explosion in the international stage, because the arrest of our leader brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out to the international scene. People who never knew him before now know about him. Fidelis, thank you so much for joining me, and good morning from here as well. You are welcome, Wachineke. So, that arrest of our leader in 2015 now brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, Brian Williams. Brian, good morning from here. Thank you so much for joining me, Wachineke. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. So that singular action against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was what skyrocketed and brought us to this stage today. So today is our leader's remembrance. We continue to appreciate him for his commitment, for all the things that he has done in relation to our freedom. We are really appreciative of all the sacrifices he has made. People like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are rare. They are rare in this generation. Somebody who has lost the parent as a result of this freedom, yet he is moving with speed. Somebody who has lost everything, yet he is not deterred. He is not discouraged. Rather, he is more focused on the goal, which is Biafra. Somebody who have escaped death on so many occasions by whiskers, yet he is not disturbed, neither is he discouraged. Rather, he is more focused on our freedom than anything else. So today, Biafrans all over Biafra land, remember that our leader is still in the DSS custody. So today is his day, and we expect all the 40 states of Biafra land to be under lockdown. People should respect Mondays. It is a day for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, it's a day for freedom. It's a day that the prophet of our time, who was actually designed, who was born for Biafra to be restored, it's a day that we use to, to appreciate him for all his sacrifices for our freedom. So today is the day. So if you are watching us from the homeland, please indicate that you are watching from the homeland and what is happening around you in the homeland. I hope people are sitting at home, because I can see pictures. We are getting pictures that, entire Biafra land is under lock and key. And that is very much understandable and appreciated, because our people are tired of Nigeria. Our people have a government. BRGIE is the government of the people, and our people respect our government. We respect our leader, our president. DavidNnannah BTV is the president of Biafra. DavidNnannah BTV is the president of Biafra. Why Prime Minister is the Prime Minister of Biafra? Because we are practicing confederation, So it's going to be very great. And that is why Biafra will be the greatest nation on this planet Earth. So we appreciate these noble men who have put in everything to make sure that we are free as a people. So thank you so much for joining me. Please, where are you watching me from? Where are you watching us from? Very, very important. We see Brian Williams is here. Obi Fidelis is here. Biafra Free Energy Tech is here as well. Success, you are here. And there are a lot of people who are here who have not indicated their, where they are watching us from. So I can't appreciate where you are watching us from if you don't write, so that I can see your name as well and appreciate you as well. Yes, so this morning, there is something that is very, very important I want to share with every one of us this morning. Very, very important. You see, this freedom that we are fighting, the people that are piloting the affairs of this freedom were really made for this freedom. I mean, these are people who were chosen before they were born to fight for this freedom for the Biafran people. They don't compromise their position. They don't give a damn what the distractors try to say or try to do against them. They don't care. They are really focused. These people are really focused on that freedom that they were choosing to bring to their people. So these are not the people that you can use propaganda to discourage. They are not the people you can blackmail. They are not the people that you think that you can use even the state apparatus to threaten. So this is something that is very, very, interesting. I find it very, very interesting. Just take a look at DavidNnannah BTV. DavidNnannah BTV came for this struggle and everything changed. Why DavidNnannah BTV was in the southeast between 2015, 16, 17. When 2015 he was arrested when he came back from UK. 2017 he was released, right? After DavidNnannah BTV was released, he was given conditions. One of the conditions was that he's not going to be in the midst of more than 10 people. He should not be speaking about Biafra. You understand? But what did DavidNnannah BTV do? Because DavidNnannah BTV was designed, was chosen, was made for this freedom, DavidNnannah BTV was never deterred. Neither was he dissuaded by that condition they gave to him. Our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, ignored all the conditions they gave to him, was visiting Biafran land. All the nooks and crannies of Biafran land, our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, was visiting them, touring Biafran communities to teach our people, to awaken the sleeping spirit in Biafrans. And they threatened him with police, they threatened him with military and other. Even in some cases, while our leader was walking on the street, the police, the army, the military had to blockade. They have to block where Mazen Nandekano was going, especially when he was going to Ebonyi State. The police cordoned off, blocked the road that our leader was passing through. And you can imagine the kind of convoy that was following Mazen Nandekano. And Biafrans were coming out from right, left, up and down. We are coming out, including the ancestors that died between 1967 to 1970. All of them joined in that entourage of our leader Mazen Nandekano when he was going to Ebonyi State. But yes, that reminds me, this is a fact. This is not just, it is a fact. If you go back to the videos of our leader visiting Biafran territory after he was released from the prisons in 2017, the population, the number of people that you will see that follows Mazen Nandekano, every city that he wants to visit, the number was so massive, so alarming. And in some cases, people trek from Afaruku Ibeku to any community, any state that our leader was visiting. And you will ask yourself, where did all these people come from? Where are these people that are following Mazen Nandekano? Where are they coming out from? The truth of the matter is that most of them are people who died during the war. Most of them are people who were starved during the war. These are the people who died because of Biafra. So their spirit arose in human form. And they were touring the Biafran cities, Biafran communities with our leader Mazen Nandekano. So what I'm trying to say is that all the massive turnout of people who were visiting communities with Mazen Nandekano may not be all those who are living, maybe those who are dead as well, but rose up to join Mazen Nandekano in that tour of Biafra awareness creation. Very, very important. So, despite the intimidations, despite the harassment, despite the lackluster attitude of the Biafran governors in Biafran territory, despite their hatred for Mazen Nandekano, and our leader saw it, yet Mazen Nandekano was never discouraged. He was never deterred. He was never afraid to continue on the path of the freedom of his people. That courage, that tenaciousness, that tenacity, that fearlessness was what put the fear in Nigerian government. And they tried their best. They did everything humanly possible to stop Mazen Nandekano from continuing this mission. And that is why they came to his house to kill him. They came to his house to kill him, and Mazen Nandekano escaped. So even when Mazen Nandekano appeared later on after years, he was not discouraged. Okay? He continued his mission from Israel to UK, from UK to Kenya. So now, when Mazen Nandekano was kidnapped, people also thought that that is the end. Then there came another strong man like Mazen Nandekano, Mazen Simon Ekpa Njoku. Simon Ekpa Njoku came, and the Nigerian government saw that this man is yet another thorn in their flesh. What did they do? They organized the Ohaneze Ndoshi Nandama to put bounty on his head. They organized all manner of propaganda and cheap blackmail against Mazi Simon Ekpa in order to discourage him. They threatened him with ICC. They threatened him with the European Union sanctions and all the rest of them. Oh, he's going to be arrested. Oh, he is killing people. He is a terrorist. He's this, is that. They threatened Mazi Simon Ekpa in order to discourage him from what he's doing. Yet, Mazi Simon Ekpa stood his ground because he was chosen. He was specifically chosen, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to fight for the freedom of his people. And Nigerian government did not rest. The Britain did not rest. The European Union, they tried their best to make sure that they do everything humanly possible to bring Simon Ekpa down and to bring our freedom down as well. But have they succeeded? They can never succeed, because these men were built for freedom to come for their people. Now that they have succeeded in kidnapping or in arresting Simon Ekpa in Finland, has Biafran agitation stopped? Has the freedom of the Biafran people stopped? The answer is no. Then now came a man who people know little about. You only know him as the finance minister under Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, OGECHUKWU. You know, one thing about OGECHUKWU, when you look at him, you think say this man a gentleman. OGECHUKWU no be gentleman, no. So they looked at him as somebody who does not talk, right? They look at him as somebody who they do, you know, how do I describe him? They looked at somebody who is quiet. Yes, they looked at OGECHUKWU who is quiet. They looked at him as somebody who is quiet. People who doesn't talk, if they do you something, you will surprise. You are going to be surprised that these are the people who are doing you all these things. So, OGECHUKWU was the finance minister under Simon Ekpa Njoku, and OGECHUKWU was the man that our prime minister. All this attack, I don't want it to. So, OGECHUKWU was a trusted ally of our prime minister and the government. So the prime minister, he was elected as the finance minister. So immediately, Mazi Simon Ekpa was, called for questioning or arrested by the Finnish authorities. And after the convention in 2024, the cabinet members of Brigi came together and elected OGECHUKWU to be the acting prime minister. And a lot of people, not actually, a lot of people who were outside the government, let me use that word. Those who are inside the government know the reason why OGECHUKWU was elected to be the acting prime minister. For most of us who are in the media, we know the reason why. They said continuity wins, consistency and continuity wins the game. In football, in any match, if your team is winning, if you are on the winning side, be mindful of any mistake that will bring your downfall. This is very, very important, and it happens in real life. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know what happened. I don't actually know what happened, but thank you, we are back. So, OGECHUKWU was actually chosen by the Biafran cabinet members because they know that continuity and consistency wins the race. So they didn't want a situation or a scenario whereby somebody who was doing wonderfully well while the prime minister was here with us, then somebody who is not part or who does not know what he was doing at that time will just come and take over and will not be able to do a very good job. So that was why the Biafran people elected Ogechukwu Nkere to continue on that path, to make sure that that job which he started, which he was doing while the Prime Minister was here, this is now an opportunity for him to complete it. James Daike, thank you so much for joining me. So people thought that Ogechukwu Nkere, this man where he has baby face. Ogechukwu Nkere has baby face, so they think that, oh, this man, as they talk, he cannot do anything. They thought that Ogechukwu Nkere is a pushover. They thought that Ogechukwu Nkere is because he's not so much into making noise, or he's not the type that will always come on social media to speak. A lot of people who were outside the government never believed in him. They want somebody who will come and speak so many English, or come and carry the dictionary on his head, come and do one kind of brakata for them. But people who were in the cabinet, people who are in the government, people who were following what the government was doing or is doing, actually knew that Ogechukwu Nkere has a lot to offer. That Ogechukwu Nkere is the man that the cap fits in the absence of the Prime Minister. Okay? Yes, people who were part and parcel of the government, people who were close to the government, know actually that Ogechukwu Nkere is a go-getter. They know that he has the charisma. Okay? They know that he has the characteristics of a good leader. And somebody who does not take no as an answer. But those of them who are outside the government, BRGIE, don't actually know who Ogechukwu Nkere is. And that is why they were looking down on him. So I want to let you know today that Ogechukwu Nkere have been able to shame each and every one of them. If you were in yesterday's town hall meeting in Asia and Middle East, oh my goodness me. That speech by acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere was one of the greatest speeches of ever in this liberation, in this recognition that we are. The way our acting Prime Minister spoke, oh my goodness me. If you have not listened to that speech, go and listen to that speech. Very, very interesting. Very wonderful speech. Well detailed, well focused. This is a kind of speech that is expected from somebody who is a leader of a people, a leader of a nation. Somebody who don't give a damn. Somebody who will not compromise his position. Somebody who is focused. Somebody who wants result in what he is doing. Somebody who will not take his friends or consider a relationship before he can take decision that will be beneficial to a vast majority of people. This is what Ogechukwu Nkere demonstrated in that speech. Ogechukwu in that speech wants you to understand that it doesn't matter whether you are his brother, it doesn't matter whether you are his father or his friend or business partner or whatever you think you are to him. He will not be looking at you. He will not consider your feelings before he can take the very best decision that he thinks is the best decision for his nation, Biafra. That's a wonderful speech. He is not going to, because of, we have one-on-one together. Oh, we share the same ideology. We share the same business acumen. Or we have the same whatever. Therefore, I have to compromise my position, or I have to compromise my decision because of my friendship with you? No. The freedom of my people is paramount to me. That is the meaning of that speech. The freedom of Biafra is more important than the friendship that I share with you. If you expect me to come and lie down with you, to come and beg you, to come to you, to come and do this because you think that I'm your childhood friend, or because you think that we roll out together, I am not going to do that. I have come here focused on the freedom of my people. That freedom is what I have come to get for my people. Even at the absence of my prime minister, I am going to do everything within my power as the acting prime minister to make sure that all the doors that are locked are opened in my own time. OGECHUKWU is not a pushover. OGECHUKWU is not somebody who can change his position depending on the persons, the group of individuals that he's dealing with at any particular time. No! OGECHUKWU is not somebody who can compromise his position. So, for all of you that are thinking that OGECHUKWU is a pushover, each and every one of you that called OGECHUKWU name, you call, he should resign, you should do this and do that because you expected him to come and speak with you. You expected him to talk about you. OGECHUKWU have that no time. After all, DavidNnannah BTV, who tried to please all of you, what happened? He was sold. You think OGECHUKWU is coming to please you? You think OGECHUKWU is coming to look at your face? Whether me dioji me diocha. You think OGECHUKWU is coming to, to please you in whatever he's doing for the Biafran nation? OGECHUKWU is a focused man. He has told you that he has come for this freedom for the benefit of Biafran people. He has his businesses here and there. He's an employer of labor. He is a no-hungry man. He is somebody who have worked with the prime minister, who have the same mindset with the prime minister, and he has known, have seen the suffering of his people in that contraption called Nigeria. So OGECHUKWU is not somebody that you can toil with. Now they look at baby face, right? Because you want him to be speaking always on social media. That's why you want to look at him as a pushover. That speech alone have destroyed the fabrics of the enemy. Those who were calling him names, those who were saying OGECHUKWU should resign, should do this and do that, that speech alone have destroyed the fabrics that put all of you together, because you are the enemies of Biafra. You are the enemies of our freedom. If OGECHUKWU resign for you, are you going to take his place? Are you going to do what OGECHUKWU is doing for our freedom? Are you going to go to Washington, D.C.? Are you going to pay the lobbyist? Are you going to meet with an attorney? Will you be able to close your business and leave your business and focus on Biafran restoration? The answer is no. You cannot do that. OGECHUKWU is not looking for personal gain or personal interest. He knows what the Biafran people are facing through in that contraption called Nigeria. He has seen the killings in Biafran territory. He has seen the intimidation, the harassment that our people goes through on a daily basis. Look at our people cannot go to the farms. Our people are being killed and disappeared in their various farms because of the actions and activities of the terrorist Nigerian state. Are you going to take the position of OGECHUKWU? I'm asking you. Are you going to take the position of OGECHUKWU when you are calling for his head? You think that we Biafrans, we are here, we are playing. You think that we have come here to look at your faces. We know they see you now. We know they see you now. OGECHUKWU is doing wonderfully well. Only that speech alone has broken the camel's back. Those of you who are distractors, those of you who want to distract Biafrans from the focus on what we are doing, all of you have failed, and you will continue to fail. OGECHUKWU is going nowhere. He is the man of the moment. He is the man that the cap fits at this particular time. And he is doing his work diligently. His achievements since 2024, after the convention, speaks volume. So who else is going to take his position? Assuming that you say now, okay, OGECHUKWU should resign, or OGECHUKWU, who is going to take his place? Is it you? So I want Biafrans to understand that our acting Prime Minister OGECHUKWU at this moment is on top of his game. He has demonstrated that actually he loves Biafra. He wants Biafra. And he wants our Prime Minister and our leader to be released. That is why he is putting in everything, his best, his resources, his time, in order to make sure that the American Congress are aware of the plight of the Biafran people. And the only thing we can do is to support him. There is no two ways about it. What OGECHUKWU needs at this time is our support, both financially, morally, and otherwise. He is doing the work. That was why the Prime Minister in the first place called him out from where he was hiding, making donation in 2023. And our Prime Minister brought him out to be the finance minister because he saw what OGECHUKWU possessed. He saw what OGECHUKWU can bring to the table. He saw what OGECHUKWU has in him, stuck in him. He saw the bright light in OGECHUKWU in relation to our Biafran freedom. And that is why our Prime Minister went and called him out. Don't stop hiding. Come out in the open. Your light can always shine. We have seen your light, and that is why we want you to come. Let that light blossom. Let that light shine. And immediately our Prime Minister was arrested. That light of OGECHUKWU continued to shine up to this moment. Because of OGECHUKWU, the American Congress, Mike Johnson, Marco Rubio, all these men and women who are policymakers in American Congress, Capitol Hill, are aware of the plight of the Biafran people. Who made it possible? Who made it possible? Who have met the senators, the reps, all the political players that you see him taking pictures with? Do you think he just come out and go? It is easy to even take picture. If you think that it is easy, then go and take your own picture and show us. If you think it is easy to take picture with Marco Rubio or Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, then go and take picture and bring for us. These are some of the achievements and the exploits of OGECHUKWU, and we have to help him. We have to support him. We have to encourage him so that he can do more. And the best most of you can do is to come online and castigate him. Try to tarnish the image of a man who means so well for you, a man who is fighting for you, a man who is speaking for you, a man who is even not sleeping because of you. He left his business. He left his business. It is appeared that Washington, D.C. is now his home because he frequents there every day in and day out because of the meetings that he's having with senators. This is the man of the moment, so we should give it to him. The speech of yesterday was so wonderful that if you are not moved by that speech, then it means you are a generation of the Fonjas or the Fulanis. Yes, there is no two ways about it. We will continue to support him. So it is our responsibility to join him, support him, and make sure that he succeeds. This time that our Prime Minister is not here with us. Ogechukwu is, don't expect him to be smiling to you. Don't expect him to, to come and bow to you. To come and because, you feel that two of you are friends, either you are childhood friends, or you studied in the same university, or you went to the same business school together, or you are partners in business and all the rest of them. Don't expect Ogechukwu to come and bow to you. He has made it clear. He is focused on our freedom. Every other thing about friendship, every other thing about business, you have to put it aside. When we get freedom, when Biafra comes, then we can also be friends. As long as you are not in the same path with him, the path of freedom for his people, my dear, pack one side. Pack go to one side, come from the natural freedom. That is what Ogechukwu is telling you. Imara na ino for freedom. Imara na icho ka enwete freedom. Imara na inahe a support ka enwete freedom. My friend, pack go to one side. I am here for the freedom of my people. And that freedom we must get. So Biafrans all over the world, I want you to understand that at this moment, Ogechukwu is on the right path. Ogechukwu is on the right path. And he is doing exceptionally well. Ogechukwu is doing wonderfully well. We must support him. What he needs, no other thing, not castigation, not blackmail, not propaganda against him or against our government. He is doing the needful. And that is the reason why he was elected to lead the pack until the Prime Minister joins us. And how do you support him? If you pay your BLT, you are supporting Ogechukwu. If you embrace the IOU loan, you are supporting Ogechukwu. If you are making your donation to the website, you are supporting Ogechukwu. You are supporting your freedom. You are supporting your recognition, because we are at the recognition stage. We are at the recognition stage. And the only way the international community can recognize us, acknowledge us as people who are seriously fighting for their freedom, is when we are able to be in control of some of our communities, some of our states. The Biafran Defense Forces are there to do the needful. The ball is now in your court and my court to support them with all the logistics that they need. So, donate, try and join the donation now. If you have not been donating to the Biafran Defense Forces, please, my brothers and my sisters, this is the time to donate. If you have not embraced the IOU loan, this is the time to embrace it and make money for yourself as well. Very, very important. Biafra is here with us. It is within our reach. The problem is that we Biafrans don't know that the Biafran that we have been asking for over 58 years now is here with us. It only requires our funding. And once we are recognized, boom, all the sufferings, all the intimidations, all the harassment that we have passed through in that contraption called Nigeria will come to a halt. Oya ka nchọrọ ka unu mata. Ụmụ Chineke, ndị ọma ije eme ọnụ. I want each and every one of us to support this freedom. Support Ogechukwu because he is doing the right thing. He is doing exceptionally well. And it is for the freedom of our people. It is for the freedom of our state, our nation Biafra, so that our generation will be very happy. Your children, anywhere they are, at least will be able to come and access the land of their ancestors. It is only the freedom of Biafra that can guarantee our existence on this earth. Otherwise, you see what is happening in Biafran territory. Although, for instance, the Nigerian government are killing people indiscriminately. Okigwe, the same thing. All the nooks and crannies of Biafra land, the Fulani herdsmen, the police, the terrorist police, military, are all over Biafra land, looking for Biafrans to kill. And the international community are keeping quiet. Nobody is speaking for us. Nobody is fighting for us because all of them are in the game together. This is their program against our people. And the people that are fighting for us, we must have to support them. We have to support them so that they can do their work diligently. The Biafran Defense Forces are there. The Biafran Liberation Army are there. The Black Marines are there. The Biafran Air Force are there. The resistance fighters are there. All these are capital intensive. They have to receive their logistics. That is what the little that we are donating is not much. It's not enough for them because the 40 states in Biafran territory have to be protected. And the little resources they have cannot go around the 40 states of Biafra land. That is why we still experience pockets of attacks here and there. So when you listen to the statements of our acting Prime Minister OGECHUKWU, you will understand that it is funding that is very necessary at this juncture. He has been able to create a lot of awareness. Thank you so much, Ifeanyi Chukwu. I greet you, my brother. Thank you for joining me. Oh, you are watching from Malaysia. Thank you so much, bro. No, Wachineka. Eba is great. I welcome you as well. James Daike, I appreciate your presence. So, if you listen to that wonderful speech from OGECHUKWU yesterday, you'll understand that it's finance that it is our impediment. The problem that we have at this time is only finance. It's finance that is na ego na akpari anyị kita. Ego na akpari anyị, otherwise anyị eyie Nigeria ego. We would have dealt with Nigeria mercilessly, but because of financial constraint, that is why we are still appealing to our people to support our government, support our acting Prime Minister. He has gone to America and he knows what American people are telling him, especially those at the Congress. We need to be in control of our territories. That is one thing that is certain. We need to be in control of Biafra land before our recognition can come. And we cannot be in control of our land when we are not donating to the Biafran Defense Forces. So please, my wonderful people, we need to support our BDF. Fund the BDF. Very, very important we fund the BDF, my people. For those of you who are in Lagos, you are making money in Lagos, in Ladipo. You are making money in trade fair. And you feel that you are comfortable in trade fair, you are comfortable in Nigeria. You can never be comfortable in Nigeria. Nigeria can never comfort you. Nigeria can never profit you. Whatever you are enjoying in Nigeria is for a while. You know, when Nigeria comes for you, nobody will come and speak for you. Nobody will defend you. So we are calling on those of you in trade fair. We are calling in those of you in Ladipo, all the markets in Lagos. You guys are making big money. Please, if you have joined me, I want you to like and share. Very, very important. And as well, share this broadcast. You know, very soon when we will be, you know, I know it's not that easy coming out, you know, the way this video is coming out in YouTube. I know it's not coming out like this in X or any other platform. It's just because I'm using my phone to make this video. By the time we graduate to laptop, then we can be able, whenever we are making videos, you will see the video on Facebook, you will see it on X and any other social media platform. But now, for now, the videos are only restricted to, you know, YouTube. So what I'm trying to say, those of our brothers and sisters in Lagos, you know what you have passed through in Nigeria. Even during the 2023 election, after the election, your properties were being destroyed. Your market were being destroyed. Even some people lost their lives. The reason why they are doing that, they are implementing the policies that the Nigerian government have against the Biafran people. They are trying to destroy our economy. Kunle and Shetima, in that leaked audio in 2015, you saw what they were saying in that video, that they are going to impoverish our people. They are going to take over our businesses. They are going to cripple our economy. They are going to destroy our businesses. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. And they have lived up to that expectation. They have been destroying our businesses. They have been killing our people, burning our properties, and nobody is doing anything about it. This is the reason why we are calling on you that are in Lagos, and you have money. You are making money in the West. You are making money for the Yoruba people. You are making money for the Fulani and the Hausa people in Lagos. And you are not considering that you are not a free man in that contraption called Nigeria. We are calling on you to look back home. Support the Biafran Republic government in exile. This is the government that is responsible for your freedom. It is the only government that is recognized in all over the nations of this world, including America. They recognize it in their State Department to fight for your freedom. And that is what we are doing at this time. Don't take it for granted. We are not playing. We are only fighting so that all these sufferings that you are suffering in Nigeria, in Biafra, you will never suffer it. All these intimidations and harassment that we are passing through in Lagos, because of being one Nigeria, it is one Nigeria that's making you to suffer. Once we exit Nigeria, you are going to enjoy Biafra. So we are appealing to our brothers and sisters in Lagos and Abuja, all over Nigeria. Support the Biafran Defense Forces. Support your freedom so that your properties will be safe when Biafra is restored. And let me tell you, for those of you who are asking, oh, is America supporting you? Is France supporting you? Is Germany supporting you? Let me tell you, nobody will support your freedom. You will first of all have to support your freedom yourself. Nobody will come and fight for you if you don't fight for yourself. You don't expect somebody who wants you dead to come and fight for you or come and support you. It is your actions, your activities will demonstrate that you really need freedom. DavidNnannah, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your presence. So nobody is going to give you freedom on a platter of gold. The freedom that we are fighting is in our hands. You will determine your freedom. If you want to be free, you are the person that will determine it. If you want to remain slave, you are the same person that will determine it. Just like most of you in Lagos want to remain slaves. That is why a na-ekwu n'okwu maka inwere onwe, osi na ntị ebe abanye, osi na nke a pụọ. To you, it doesn't make sense. By the time maybe they'll destroy all your properties, that is the only time it will make sense to you. That is the only time you will remember that you have to fight for your freedom. Ịma a na-agwa ntị ọ na ha anọ. Isi japụ ugburu ya na ntị ozugbo. We have been telling our people in Lagos, support Biafra, support your freedom, so that your properties in Nigeria will be safe, because it is only free Biafran nation that can guarantee the safety of your properties in Nigeria. It doesn't matter where you have that property, either you have it in the north or in the west, anywhere you have it, the Biafran government will be able to protect it for you if Biafra is restored. But if Biafra is not restored, I want you to know that Nigeria can wake up one day, Akuto, that your building, there is nothing you can do. Can you fight Nigerian government? Nigerian government that want you dead. Can you fight it? Of course, there is nothing you can do. Oh, you becha akwa. Iricha arịrị. Ị ga nọ n'ọdụ. Nobody will compensate you. Nobody will be held responsible or accountable for destroying your property. That is why I just assume all Biafra with the solution to the problem that we have in Nigeria. We are calling on you in Abuja. We are even calling on those of you who are remaining in the north. Ịma ndị north anaghị anọ ntị. Amaghị m ma fụra dununu unu na-aṅụ na north ọ suya a na-aṅụ ma ara efi unu na-aṅụ na north mere a na-agwa unu okwu na anaghị anụ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kụrụ ya ka mgbịrịgba. Akụọ ya maa ya ka ekwe. So unu nwa nọ na north. North cannot be safe for you as a Biafran. You remember what happened in 1945? Do you remember what happened in 1967? Even in 1966, after the NKERRE'S, our people were being massacred like tomorrow no day. Both male, both female, both children, both adults, and both young ones. OGECHUKWU, George, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. So, if you remember what happened between 1966 after the NKERRE'S and you still live in the north, when you are living in the north, you have to, one of your leg must be in the north, the other one should be in the east, so that any eventuality, it would have been Johnson, about 440. But a lot of you think, no, here in NKERRE'S propaganda. You think we are just joking. We are not joking. It is real. Nigeria hates you with passion. With all the atrocities happening against our people between 1966 till date, if it is not an eye-opener for you, if it is not a lesson, if you have not learned this as a lesson, then you will never learn any lesson again. Oh my goodness me, the advocate, the lawyer herself, Sister Nkiru, thank you for joining me. I see I see you watching and Ndeo, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. So if what happened in 1966 never opened our eyes and opened our brain, most of you that are still living in the north, you will never learn any other lesson. I am going to tell you that. Between 1967 or between 1966, a lot of our people were beheaded. In fact, majority of our people who were rushing home in the train that were going to the east, most of them were beheaded and their heads sent to OGECHUKWU. They were massacred on the train. These are people who were running away from pogrom in the north. These are people who were running away from the massacre that is going in the north. Yet they were killed. So for those of you who are still living in the north up to this moment, and you are making investment there, you are not remembering your homeland. This atrocity that will happen, this eventuality that will eventually happen that we are talking about, when it starts, you will have yourself to blame. And that is why we are calling on you to support the Biafran government at this time. The government of Biafra is doing everything humanly possible to make sure that Biafra is restored. To make sure that Biafra is restored, so that even the properties, even the hotels or the whatever business that you have in the north, it will be protected under Biafran government. Nobody, Nigerian government will never touch it. Nigerian government will never touch your property when Biafra is restored. I want you to understand that most of you okay, I want to ask you, you as a Biafran that is in the north up to this moment, what have Nigerian profited you? What have you benefited from Nigeria? They come and destroy it in the north. Igote mmanya in a business. Now they destroy the area for you. You will bear the loss. You will lose your business. The same mmanya he gote can akwụkwọ tax on it, and the same people may destroy your property. Iga akwụkwọ tax on the alcohol and beverages that you are selling in the north. Even when they destroy it, there is nothing you can do about it. So why are you still hell-bent on staying in the north? I ask you, my brothers and sisters. And why we ask you to support your freedom, you feel that we are doing, no, maybe Kaine, maybe Nigeria. Of course, we want to destroy Nigeria if you don't know. Because for you as a Biafran to be alive, Nigeria must be destroyed. For you as a Biafran to live a better life in Biafra, Nigeria must be destroyed. And that is why we are telling you, you Biafrans that are living in the north, even if you are not coming back home, make sure that you have your investment in the homeland as well. You have branches so that you have where about to fall, start falling. When eventually this rain that is about to fall start falling, we are calling on you Biafrans in the north. Support the Biafran Defense Forces. Support our government. Very, very, very important. What will it cost you to support your government? If you want to support anonymously, if you want to hide and support, it is welcome as well. Our government will protect your identity. Our government will protect your information. As long as you are going to support the government, there is no two ways about it. Your information is safe with the government. Even if you don't want to support, you can as well embrace the special IOU loan. Loan our government your money, and you as well, you are making money on top of the loan, because our government will give you 100% interest rate on the money that you are loaning to them. How else do you people want us to appeal to you to support your liberation? How else? Ụmụ Chineke. Unu anaghị aghọta that we have suffered much since the creation or since the amalgamation of Nigeria up to this moment. There is nothing we can say that we have achieved. Our fathers fought and died, no achievement. Look at how old are we now? We are still fighting, no achievement. Nothing. Our children, if we don't get this freedom, you want our children to still come and fight the same thing that you and I fought. You that is refusing to support. So when eventually you are no more, your children will remain slaves in Nigeria. Is that what you want? God forbid. This is not my wish for my children. And that is why we are appealing to you. And wherever you are watching me from, it is an appeal to every Biafran to support the Biafran Defense Forces. You listen to the very powerful statement of our acting Prime Minister, OGECHUKWU. OGECHUKWU is not somebody that can compromise his position. He has told you and I that he has come here for freedom. And he's going to do everything humanly possible within his reach, within his capacity, to make sure that Biafra is restored. So what do you have to do is only to support him, to make sure that Biafra is restored. So those of you in Onitsha as well, those of you in Nnewi, those of you in Aba, those of us in Umuahia, anywhere you are in Biafran territory and you are making ends meet, you are making money from the terrorist Nigerian state, it is your responsibility as a Biafran, part of that money that you are making, to use it and support your freedom, so that eventually your properties in Nigeria, even when Biafra comes, your property in Nigeria will as well be protected by the Biafran government. This is what we are calling on you Biafrans to do. This is the best thing to do at this time. Our land is under siege. Our people are dying. Our mothers could not go to the farm. Young men are running away from Biafran territory because of the policy, the hard policies of the Nigerian government against our people. Because of their hard policies. And these policies cannot stop. We have to stop it. These policies cannot stop. We have to stop it. And that is part of the statement of our acting prime minister. The only way we can stop these harsh policies against us is to come together, support the Biafran Defense Forces, so that when we have our freedom, eventually the freedom of the Biafran nation is the stoppage of all these harsh policies against our people. The killings that is happening in Biafra land is Nigeria political. Nigerian government is orchestrating it. The political leaders that they put in governance in Biafran territory are supporting all these killings. The economic strangulations is part of the policies against our people. The impoverishment of our people, all these military checkpoints here and there, it is designed by the Nigerian government against our people. When you think about other areas in that contraction called Nigeria, all these things happening in our land do not happen in their land. The only thing that is general in Nigeria is the killings. There are killings everywhere in Nigeria, but it is only in Biafra land that is very minimal. The killings are very minimal in Biafra land. Why? Because of the presence of the Biafran Defense Forces. These are the men and women who are protecting our land. They are the ones preventing the terrorists from having field day, killing our people in our land. The Biafran Defense Forces are the ones responsible for that. And that is why we want you to support them more, so that it's not only preventing them from killing our people, we are going to evict them from our land, because we have a government, Biafran Republic government in Ezra, that is responsible for us. This is the government of the people. This is the government that is speaking for us. This is the government where DavidNnannah BTV is the president. This is the government where Prime Minister is the Prime Minister. This is the same government that OGECHUKWU, the acting Prime Minister, is acting at this time because of the absence of our Prime Minister. And that is why he is doing the needful, calling on Biafrans both in the homeland and in diaspora to make sure that they support the actions and activities that the government have taken in order to make sure that freedom is eventually promoted in Biafran territory. Our people in the north as well, we have continued to beg and plead with you people to relocate to the southeast. We have vast land in southeast. Biafran territory have vast land that have not been developed. And land is even cheap in Biafran territory. We are calling on our people in the north. DavidNnannah BTV made that call before. Our Prime Minister made the same call. Our acting Prime Minister OGECHUKWU have made all that call as well. We, the Biafran people, are making the same call, because we have seen the atrocities of the Nigerian Fulanis against our people. Once they start killing you in the north, nobody is going to protect you in the north. That property or that investment that is making you to feel that you cannot live north, when they kill you, that investment or that property will still be there. In fact, the Fulanis will now take it over. So it's better you protect your life first. When Biafra is restored, that your property will be protected by the Biafran government. We are not joking. This is not a time to joke. This is not a time to joke. And that is why this message must be preached to our people who are adamant on returning to Biafran territory. If you don't return it with your life, you are going to return in corpses. What happened in 1966 should be an eye-opener to each and every one of you who are living in the north. My dear, Biafran land is safer for you. Biafran territory is more safer for you than that north. It doesn't matter whether they burn you in the north or they did not burn you in the north. It is very, very important that you understand that Biafra land is safer for every one of you in the north. So you better relocate to the north. You can to the east. You can as well relocate your businesses to the east. They are safer there. So I want to appreciate everybody who have joined me this morning. We will continue to do this. We will continue to create this awareness for our people, for them to know that Biafra is eminent. In fact, Biafra is here with us. It only remains our little push to make it a reality. That push involves finance. Support the Biafran Defense Forces. Embrace the special IOU loan so that our government can fight this fight and victory will be ours. Very, very important. Our acting prime minister, kudos to you, OGECHUKWU. Your speech yesterday was very, very wonderful. We appreciate that. You demonstrated your commitment. You demonstrated your consistency, and you also demonstrated that, yes, each time you make a speech, you said your boss. And who is your boss? The prime minister. Your speech yesterday was the same speech that your boss always makes about the support for Biafra. And you have demonstrated that you are in for Biafra. You are not the type of person who can change his position depending on who he is dealing at any particular time. We so much appreciate you, and we say we support you with everything we have. Hapụ ndị ashịrị ka ha kụwa. Hapụ all those people who came for money, who tried to create chaos in your government, who tried to tarnish the image that you are protecting. They are not part of our liberation. They are not part of our recognition. And they must not be, you should not even consider them. They do not exist. We so much appreciate what you are doing for our people. Bringing out your time, going to America, Washington, D.C., bringing our plight to the American people. We so much appreciate you. And we say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to be with you and protect you as you continue in this path of Biafran recognition. Thank you so much, our acting Prime Minister, OGECHUKWU. And for the distractors, for ndị na-agba war na social media, you people, ọ na-ahụgonu nke tọrọ Biati. Ọ na-afụgo that our acting Prime Minister, though he is not the type that speaks so much, but his actions speaks louder than what you want him to speak. So he's a go-getter. And this is a very serious warning to each and every one of you. He is not moved at all. Azuanoka, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Azuanoka, like Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko. Azuanoka, like Mazi OGECHUKWU. These are the men that we are choosing before they were born to fight for the freedom of the Biafran people. And they are here. So any propaganda, any blackmail that you come with, these people know they see you. They no care. They no send you. They are always focused on the goal which they are ready to get. And that goal is Biafra. And nothing can stop them from achieving that goal. So, OGECHUKWU, we appreciate you, sir. That was a wonderful speech. And Biafrans all over the world, I also appreciate all of you that turned up in that Asia, Middle East town hall meeting. Very, very important. And we continue to appreciate every one of you that are supporting the Biafran government through your donations to the BDF and those who have embraced the special IOU loan. And for you that are non-Biafrans, I want you to also understand that this IOU loan is for non-Biafrans as well. Okay? If you know that in the future, which I know, I am so sure about that, that in the future, everybody will come running, seeking for Biafra citizenship. This is the time to start the process. This is the time to start the process of your Biafran citizenship as a non-Biafran. How do you do that? Embrace the special IOU loan. Loan our government 1,000 a gemma and you get back 2,000 a gemma. You get back one more thousand a gemma, making it a total of 2,000 a gemma when Biafra is restored. So if you loan our government 20,000 a gemma, you are going to get back 40,000 a gemma when Biafra is restored. So this is your opportunity, because when you loan this money to the government, you have a certificate to that effect. In fact, there will be additional incentives to this support or this your loan to the government. A lot of incentives are lined up for people who are going to support our government for this war of attrition, for this war that is happening in Biafran territory, because this war is already won by the Biafran people. There is no way you can defeat an army of God. An army of OGECHUKWU, they are undefeatable. An army of volunteers, they are undefeatable. That is why we know that this fight is already won. It needs a needle push, and that push is your finance. So when you loan this government the money, the government will use it to prosecute this war, and eventually, after Biafra is fully restored, you are going to get back your money with 100% interest rate on it. This is very, very important. So non-Biafrans as well, you have opportunity of embracing this project. It is very profitable. You as a businessman as well. So, and I want to use this opportunity also to remind each and every one of us that the time for propaganda have passed. For all of you that we are following Ngozi Orabufulani, and you think you were making David, or you are propaganda against David, or your propaganda against Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or our government is going to sell. The era of propaganda have passed. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow. I am telling you, the government of Biafra is now we are no longer smiling. The government is no longer smiling. We are not going to, treat anybody with kids' gloves. We encourage our government to deal decisively with anybody who is coming out to carry any manner of propaganda against our government. The government is going to deal with you decisively. You people betrayed Ojukwu, and most of you did not pay any price for it. You betrayed Owazurike. None of you paid prices for it. You are roaming around the streets of Biafra land or around the world, eating the proceeds of your criminal activity against Owazurike. You people now betrayed our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sold him for $9 million. And you are building hotels here and there, sending containers from Abuja, from God knows where, all around the world. And you are living large, thinking that it's going to be like that till eternity. You betrayed our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. This is the bus stop for each and every one of you who are betrayers of those who are fighting for their freedom. Sister Helen Peters, thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing? Yesterday you were not feeling well. I hope you are better now. I hope you are fine this morning, my sister. Thank you for joining me and welcome. So most of you that betrayed Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, this is the time for repercussions. This is the time to pay you back in your own coin. This is the time for you to receive the proceeds of your criminal activities. The Biafran government, BRGIE, is not going to tolerate any sabotage going forward. So for those of you who joined Ngozi Orabufulani, trying to destroy what the government put in place, sabotage our Prime Minister, try to destroy our government, the time to pay back is now. First of all, we are starting with Ngozi. The government has started with Ngozi and all the cabinet members that were part and parcel of the sabotage against our government. They are going to pay a very big price in various countries that they are. Ha ga-eji eze wee kpee ekpere. For you to understand, you can never, our prime minister said it, you can never sabotage me and succeed. You can never betray him and succeed. And you can never sabotage our government, not in a million years. So this is the time we learned from what happened to Wazirike. We learned from what happened to DavidNnannah BTV. We learned also from what happened to our eternal leader, OGECHUKWU. This time around, we are not going to learn anymore. We are going to teach you people the greatest lesson of your life, that even in your generations, you will never forget. In fact, after the treatment you are going to receive from this government, your name will go into oblivion. Your name will go into oblivion. Nobody will answer. Even that name, Ngozi, giving you Ngozi is a disgrace. It's a disgrace to Biafran name. It's a disgrace, Ngozi. Maybe in the future, nobody will answer Ngozi. Nobody will do that. Yes, nobody will do that because that name is a sacrilege. Ngozi is a blessing. Chukwu Okike Abiama, Ngozi Chukwu, the blessing of Okike himself. That is what it means. For you to answer that name and try to destroy the work of Chukwu Okike Abiama, then that name will go into oblivion. Of course, it is only Ngozi or Abu Fulani that will go into oblivion. But Ngozi Chukwu will continue to be. Yes, Ngozi Chukwu. And each and every one of you that were part and parcel of that sabotage, you are going to pay prices. Okay? That's your prices. You are going to pay prices for your sabotage against our people. So never again shall our government witness any sabotage anymore. It's not going to happen. Never again. And that is why each and every one of you that participated in this sabotage with Ngozi or Abu Fulani, after the treatment you receive, you will be able to understand that, yes, that this time around, we are not joking. So I thank you. I appreciate every one of you who have joined me this morning. I want to use this opportunity to salute all those in the homeland who are sitting at home respecting our Leaders' Day. I appreciate you, Mochineke. I salute DavidNnannah BTV. I salute our Prime Minister, and I salute our Acting Prime Minister, OGECHUKWU, for that wonderful speech yesterday. I also appreciate every one of you who joined the town hall meeting yesterday. Continue to donate to our freedom, because freedom is near and nobody can give you freedom. We have to take it by force, and that is what we have to do. So appreciate everyone. I say, if you have not liked or shared this, please try and do so. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. In no distant time, as we are planning, we will be making, we are going to be coming on live and we'll be hearing suggestions. You'll be making your comments live, where we make a chat while we are still live. But for the meantime, we are still doing it this way. So thank you so much for being here with me. I want to sign out from here and maybe see you next time. I appreciate every one of you. And also, I salute the Biafran Defense Forces for doing us proud and protecting our land. Airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces. Ndewonu Muchineke, as I sign out from here. Thank you so much and bye.